It's been a while since I've done an update, but I think I've got about 2 to 3 months left in this place, and then I'll have to move on. So those two will disappear. I'm not taking them with me, so that one's being given away and that one's sold. Boxes. So it worked out to be cheaper to send boxes through the post than it is to get a removalist. So I'm going through what's left of my stuff, and I'm going to send it through, the post, which is a bit weird. But lots of little bits and pieces that need to go. So stuff that's going to be left behind. I've got to sort the boys out. It's Derek Lodge. So the boys got castrated a couple of days ago, but they seem to be pretty good. High spirits. They're eating, very healthy, very happy, which is good. So, and no cone of shame either. It was all internal, which was interesting. So, here's your happy boy. Just bucko a drink. Another 2 boxes, a flat pack box ready to go. So, roommate's already decided to start moving his stuff around. So that's his stuff down there. I've still got all that stuff up there to deal with. And the room's a bit of a mess still. So the chair's fucked. That's going to have to be thrown out. The desk I'm going to leave behind. The monitor is sold. So I just got to check on some bits and pieces as well. But the bed and everything is going to be left here and probably thrown out, because it's one of those cheap beds that you get when you buy those cheap flat pack beds from those cheap furniture stores. Cheap. And I mean, those things I'll probably leave behind as well. So, and then my clothes, I'm going to use my clothes as like padding for the boxes. So that and the foam. So I got all this foam ages ago in my last house, and I had it all set up nicely, and then we got an eviction notice, and it's like, yeah, thanks for that. So, but most of those boxes around the corner there are these collectible games. So I think it was a Kickstarter game, and Night Run, or Night Trap I should say, sorry. So that was a re-release on Limited Run. So I got heaps and heaps of those. So I don't want to give those away. Those are coming with me. So the kitchen. Roommate had a bit of a jolt of motivation. Look at that. Amazing. I mean, it's all there, but it's all clean. So yeah. So there's the other flat pack of boxes. So I think it's a box of 10. So the fridge, I think I've gotten rid of the fridge. I'm not 100% on that one yet, but that's the big stuff. So my roommate, he decided that he's going to bring all of his woodwork stuff from outside the shed to up here. So this is going to be a woodwork shop all over again. When I first moved in here, this was basically like, it's coming back to where it was, which is interesting. It's almost like a full circle. We're coming full circle. So they are my couches, but there's no way I'm going to be able to take them with me. And even if I did, I got nowhere to put them. And I can't really afford to put anything in storage because money is really, really bad these days. And the cost of everything going up. The cost of living is going up. I can't afford storage. So that ain't going to happen. So, and then the hallway. He's packed the hallway out. So he's moved a lot of stuff around out of his rooms out here. So this is actually going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, because he's going to have to move most of this stuff so we can get the fridge out, the big black fridge. So then we come into the front room. So when the boys go, that'll be taken down. And they're all cans and bottles. So he's got a bit of money there. Not a lot, but he's got a bit of money there. So, and then his office door, that's where he's sleeping in there at the moment. So, and then he keeps his cat food in there, which is cool. So, and then in here, he's got some big plans. It's going to be really hard to see because the light doesn't work. But, like, it's very faint. But that whole wall is basically going to be a shelf. Like, floor to ceiling shelving with the middle part where the window is, that's going to be left blank, and he's going to have his TV set up in front. But he's got a whole heap of stuff in there. That frame represents where the bed's going to go. So he's going to try and make something with that. I think the idea, he said, was he's going to build a room, like a normal bedroom, and basically everything that you need in a bedroom. So like cabinetry, shelving, the bed itself, he's going to build himself. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens. So my only sort of little concern is that box there, I think it took him about 3 weeks to make. So if we have a look at it, he's got skirting rail here as a decorative thing, and he loves doing this kind of stuff. So on the bottom and the top, he was actually going to put one in the middle, and then the handles, so they're just drawer handles. But I mean, it's pretty solid because like it's wood on wood. So he hasn't worked out joinery at all yet. It just seems to be making a shape and then adding like decorative flair to it. But if we go to this one that he created, that he put in here, this one took him about a month. So again, it's in a bit of a bad spot because it's like right next to the toilet. This has been stained, so he's put the stain on it, which is fine. And then this is another form of skirting that you can buy, and he's cut it up and he's put it on for flare or trim. He put clear on it so the colour comes through. Then he whacked the handles on it. But if you can, yeah, see this, he doesn't quite get joinery. So he's planning on doing this for a living. I can't tell him otherwise. So when I leave, he's going to be on his own in here. He's going to have the whole house back to himself. He's going to turn my room into his main bedroom, I think. I can't even tell you if it's going to happen or not, or the way he's going to do it, because his idea changes all the time. But basically, he's going to have one of the rooms as his main room, another room for his workshop, and another room, because there's 3 rooms basically if you count the side room. And when I say the side room, so the room that's beyond, so where that fridge is, that's where he's sleeping at the moment, and that wraps around the house to out here. Because I think I mentioned it before, this is, because it's a Queenslander house, this would all be veranda. This would have a roof but no walls, and it'd be completely open, because this here is the front door, and the front door's been taken off. So yeah, so I don't know how he's going to go with that, because his hours are we're dropping hours. Retail, the Red Cathedral, if you're familiar with that, you can Google it. I just don't want to say its name just in case, but they're dropping our hours, cutting our hours back really, really hard. He can barely afford to keep himself up as it is. So, and he wants to do this full time, which, I guess being blunt, no one's going to pay for any of that kind of stuff. He's going to have to learn how to do some stuff that's different, because like this stuff, I mean, he even asks for, like, he's tried to sell this stuff on Facebook Marketplace for like $10-20 and it doesn't sell. but there is way more material cost. So he doesn't understand loss properly. So I don't know what to do with him, and there's nothing I can do. So yeah, he's also going to do something with this fish tank. I don't even think it's actually like okay. I think it needs a bit of work. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with that, if I'm still here when he gets to it. So yeah. So lots of little different things happening at the moment. So I'm halfway through packing. Once I've done packing and I've sent it off and posted it, it's the boys that are the delay at the moment. So we come back out here again. No. He wants to go out and he can't go out. He's still wounded. There's Mr. Sleepyhead up there. He's very chill. He's probably the chillest cat I've had. Always shy. But yeah, so as I get the packing done, bit by bit, I've got to wait a couple of weeks. These boys need their booster shots because they've never been vaccinated before, so they got vaccinated, microchipped and castrated all at the same time. So they need to go back in a couple of weeks' time to get boosters, and then they can go on the plane. Whether or not I send them straight away, I'm not too sure. Emotionally, I don't really want to. I want to keep them with me for as long as possible. But we'll just see what happens. I've got the money for it, so money's not an issue. It's just, yeah, timing everything, getting everything all worked out. So we'll see what happens. Anything major happens, I might do a clip for it. We'll see what happens. I keep saying that because I'm stalling. That's the front door. So the front door had to come out here because there's no space out there. So there you go. So that's an update for, well, what is it? 10 past 7, Monday the 8th of May. So there you go. I don't think there's anything else I need to report on. You got anything to say? Anything at all? Nope. Happy boy? He's a cheeky man. Well, thanks for watching. See ya.